All right. So thanks for joining us here for our Facebook Live, doing something a little bit different. This is Sam with Affluence Real Estate Group, Keller Williams. We are going to be running a webinar, and we'll send the details to you if you're interested. It's going to be about, so if you're a landlord, you're selling your property, you'd like to know more, or if you have an underperforming property, maybe it's not getting the rents that it needs to get, and you're looking to get a better return, maybe invest in something else. If you'd like to learn more about capital gains taxes, what's involved in that, we have a chartered accountant coming on to discuss that. And we're also going to discuss the 5 things you have to know and mistakes not to make when selling your investment property and dealing with tenants, because it's definitely a challenging situation if you are in. And that's the reason sometimes that there are pros to selling a property in between that stage. But however, you definitely want to like to be a part of this for sure. So today, I'm just going to show you real quick on our Facebook Live a little bit about rents, where rents have gone and the Waterloo region, and why that's important. So a little bit of background, because affordability is actually pushing people down in home prices. So, more people are buying at a lower price point. It's getting more challenging to buy. We still have about a month of inventory. It's still causing more people to look at renting as an option. There was a post from Keller Mortgage Canada. The average net worth of a renter is about 24,000 and a homeowner is about 658. So definitely, if you are interested in learning about rent to own, give us a shout. We can certainly talk to you about options there. Creative financing, we're going to be looking at getting a webinar together with a rent to own expert who deals with mortgages in creative financing, getting you into the market, understanding why it's important, and you're not able to really outsave the market. So those are some things that we're working on right now. I'm going to show you our screen here so you can check this out. Let me just share it. Okay, so when we're looking at, just close out of this, close out of that. So when we're looking at rents right now, you can see this is actually by 2022. In 2022, the average sale rent price, I guess, if you will, is actually just around 29.67. So this is a freehold detached home. So if you'd like to get a detailed analysis for your property, just let me know. We'll make sure we include some sort of way that you can reach out to us, or even below, so you can send us a message, and we'll get a customized report for you. Why that's important is to know if you are being able to actually maintain your property as far as financially, or if it makes sense to sell it and look at something else. We've had some investors or people buying when they're buying out in another province, like Alberta, for example, because they're going to get better cash flows. They have another income suite in there. We have people that are purchasing homes, bungalow, and adding a second unit in there if they have a good amount of equity. If you have a lot of equity in your property, you can certainly check out our other webinar on buildmylegacynow.ca. That talks about leveraging equity at a high level to be able to, really make it work for you. So make sure that you're using that to leverage and actually create more income and more net worth, so you have more equity available to do that and recycle it again in the future. So I just thought I'd share with you a little bit about this. You can see average rents were a little bit lower in January. And again, mainly that's because the Waterloo region, we have a lot more people that are going to be renting, and people that are moving and pushing into the west from the east may need to find a place to stay. And, we have an aging population, and some people are actually not selling their homes. So that backlog of inventory is causing an increase in rent. So if you're interested in learning more about this, I can just show you real quick how we use our system here to determine some of the rents. So we can go back, 80 days and look at some of the leases. We can look at single family homes. If we go into stats, we can actually show, what some of the stats were for residential leases, freeholds, and we looked at Waterloo region. So this stat is for Waterloo region. And we just looked at single family. For the condo, it's a different micro market. However, it does show you, just to go a little bit more granular here. And if we go last 12 months, So that would be sale price average and by month. So we could generate a report here. So that shows you here average rents, the trend line, and you can see the trend is up. So if you own a property, it's good news. If you have a property and you're getting undervalued rents, this could be a good time to potentially sell the property. Because inventory is still low, you might be able to get a good amount for your property. And that means that you can invest that into something else, maybe where you can get new rents, or somewhere in another province, for example, that may have different rent controls and different rent rules. So if you have questions about this, or you'd like access to our concierge service, which we have all our preferred vendors, whether you're adding a second legal suite or you just have other information that you'd like, definitely let us know. We're happy to help, and we'd love to chat with you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.